Hey, this is Ivan from The Roasting Party, and today we're gonna see how to clean our coffee machine. There are two different times when we clean our coffee machine: during service and after closing time. So during service, try to avoid any chemicals. I really don't like them. They can interact with coffee and what you're serving to the customer. So try to stick to just plain water. I will give a back flush quickly every 10-15 shots of espresso. This way you're gonna purge out and you're making sure that the machine and the shower screen stay clean. And you can even use the little brush to clean around the group head seals. Around lunchtime, I will still remove the shower screen and the screw, give it a clean and put it back on. So in the afternoon, our customers that are paying the same price are gonna have the same quality of coffee and not coffee with dirty and leftover stain up in there. At the end of the day, we can then use the chemical and give a proper deep clean on the machine. And by the way, some people believe that you don't use chemical every day. No, you use chemical every day. Don't be old-fashioned and try to use it once a week. Let's clean the machine properly every single day. So what we need to do, first thing we do, we remove the shower screen, we give it a quick clean, and we put it soaking with a teaspoon of powder and hot water with our portafilters and our basket. Before we soak in them, let's make sure that the portafilter are clean, even the shower screen, because it's like if you work as a pot wash, you pre-rinse the plate before you put them in a dishwasher. If I will have a lot of dirt in there, the chemical are not gonna actually work nicely on that. So pre-clean and then put them in there. Really important as well is the level of the water. Try to be, I would say, 5 centimeters up. Some of the containers have the line because we just want to reach here. As you can see in this case, the portafilter is damaged because hot water was too high and rubber snap at a different temperature than metal. So you're gonna end up damaging your equipment, so be really gently. Another thing that could damage your equipment is putting portafilter in a dishwasher. It gets too hot and it damages them. So don't do that. Don't put tamper in a dishwasher or distribution tool. You can still put your jugs in a dishwasher. In the time, like 5-10 minutes that our portafilter and screens are soaking, we can then clean the steamer. Use the bigger jug you have, fill it with cold water first, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add our chemicals. Depending on which brand you're using, there is different line and different amount that you need to use, but usually you open the lid and you can top it up with a little pipe on the side and you add it on. I'm adding always first cold water because the liquid is really foamable and you're gonna end up with a lot of bubbles otherwise. And then what you're just doing, you're just gonna steam it like it's regular milk. So you're starting and I need to stretch it. In this way, I'm gonna generate foam. And I'm activating the chemicals. Once I've done it a couple of times and I got a nice foam, I can start to go up, and that's why I'm using a big jug, because I can really reach the top of the steam one and clean as much as I can, especially around this rubber sleeve that generates a lot of dirt and old milk in there. Once the liquid gets really hot, we can actually put it down and close it and leave it to soak for like a couple of minutes. 5 minutes is fine. Don't leave it overnight. I've seen a lot of places that leave the jug overnight. This is a mistake because the chemical can slowly go back up. They pass the steaming valve, that actually is what we need to clean, and they will go into the boiler, contaminating it with chemicals. And tomorrow we don't want to drink flat white with contaminated milk. That's not great. After the 2, 3, as I say, even 5 minutes, reopen again, close it quickly, and then I will remove it, give it a nice clean, and I will purge it out. After a couple of seconds, when we are sure it's steam, you're actually okay to go closer and feel if the 4 holes on the steamer are open or they are blocked. If they are blocked, on your brush, you should have a nozzle cleaner at the back, this little metal spike. This is designed to clean the hole on the steamer. And then last bit for the steamer is to watch underneath if the tip is dirty with burned milk. This is quite common, so make sure you watch it and you scrub it away with a cloth in your hand. Don't use a spoon. If you're using a spoon on it, it's like scratching on a pan. It will remove the anti-stain layer. Once we're done with the cleaning, usually 5 minutes pass by, so we can rinse the chemical away. So we take everything, we go to the sink, remember to put the drain lock, because otherwise what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose this screw. You're not gonna be the first one, you're gonna be the last one. It happens a lot of times, so be gentle, put that little thing in the sink and drain it, and use a lot of cold water. Be careful, you might need to put gloves because the chemical I know generate dermatitis in some people, so maybe you need to put gloves. A lot of cold water, and then you can put the portafilter and the basket back in. And then what we're gonna do? We're gonna end up screwing back in the screw and the shower screen. Once they're in nice and tight with the screwdriver, we can then start to use the chemical. Never use the chemical or even the backflash if the screw is out. The screw is a one-way valve. Let water out, but not back in. If the water and chemical will go back in, this time instead of contaminating the steamer boiler, we're gonna contaminate the coffee boiler. Or we can block even the solenoid valve and they're not gonna end up working. A little amount of coffee powder is more than enough. Don't use too much or it could be actually non-beneficial. And then we lock it in and we use our cleaning program. If we don't have an automatic cleaning program like you're using a classic, use the 5th button, so the one with the red swirly, 5 times for 5 seconds, and you keep stopping and starting. You rinse away the powder, and then you will do another 5 times for 5 seconds, just with water to make sure it's clean. Once this is done, we can then clean the drip tray in our sink, and then use a spray bottle like a sanitizer and blue paper to clean the machine. Blue paper is really important, especially on stainless steel machine, otherwise you're gonna have watermark. On a painting machine like this one, you can even clean it with a microfiber cloth. It's not gonna leave any watermark. See you next time.